Move Me Yoga is
on the move.
Again.
Hi guys. So we've got a big announcement that we want to share with you. Move Me Yoga is moving.
Where to? We don't know yet. Loose plans.
Before we get into the details, let's flash back. For those of you new to our channel, just a little background about us. 7 years ago, we were well and truly plugged into the matrix, working corporate jobs, living just a standard life, and we decided to unplug and we changed our lives up completely. For 5 years we lived overseas in different countries doing different things, and then we decided to replug. And we thought, what if we went back, plugged back into the matrix, and we were Trojan horses and we tried to
infiltrate the system and change it from within.
Yeah.
And it was a good idea because we felt like, well, we've lived that life, we've had that experience, we know what it's like to be suits in the city and consumed in consumerism, and we know what it's like to live now and be healthy and live very lightly and change your path. So we tried to bring the two together, and
in the hopes of inspiring others in face-to-face interactions.
And it was something that we had to try and do.
So Move Me Yoga Food Life has been up and running for 12 months now here in Australia, and what we've found is that we've spent a lot of our time in bumper-to-bumper traffic commuting to and from yoga classes where we might only have 5, 10, 15 students, 20 students. And so the number of people that we're actually reaching on a day-to-day basis, face-to-face, is quite small relative to the number of people that we can reach on social media.
And the reason why we focus on yoga is because yoga is a very hard opening practice, and we came to yoga before we came to veganism, and we really felt like it just took us to a different place in our lives. And we love yoga, but yoga is not our ultimate passion. Yoga is perhaps a vehicle that we use to soften people up, to open them up, and then to spread this message of compassion, of cruelty-free living, of veganism, of health. So we use it as a vehicle or as a tool.
Just not as an effective use of our time as if we were to channel all of our time into social media.
So what we've been finding is living back in the matrix, in the system, whatever you want to call it, it's bloody hard. You know, it's really, really hard. And
people are engrossed in the day-to-day activities.
It's like life just happens. You
It does.
Kids and work and bills
and mortgages and jobs and
just health and animal rights are like the bottom of the list.
Absolutely.
If they even register on their list at all. So we are going to people and saying, hey, look at us, listen to this message.
We've got the answers, we've got the solutions,
come
we can
over
help.
here. And they're like, what the hell? I don't have time for that. I haven't even thought, what are you talking about?
That's just another thing for me to wrap my head around, you know, on top of all the myriad of things I've already got to do. No, I'm sorry.
They don't want it. They're not looking for it.
I can't even let it in.
No. And yet, on social media, through YouTube,
it's reached by hundreds, if not thousands of people.
And those people are looking, they're going, okay, I'm ready for something, I need help. What's out there? They're searching and they find us. So it's kind of in reverse of what we've been trying to do here.
We've been begging here for people to listen, and yet on social media, people are searching for the information that we have.
Yeah. And it's not that we don't have conversations here. We talk to people daily.
It's just a question of how to maximize our efficiency and effectiveness, because you've got 150 billion animals being killed.
We've run workshops here as well, and that's great because you get to spend, you know, half a day or whatever with people, and we do presentations, and it's all fantastic, but it's a hell of a lot of work that has to go in it to organize. You might get between 10 to 20 people, and that's not a big audience, and then the conversion rate from there is very, very small. Yeah. We're working smarter instead of harder, you know, and getting better results. So, and on a practical level as well, we're not covering our costs. So every single week, bar 1 week that we can think of, we're dipping into our savings to pay the rent of the garage and our basic living expenses, food and whatnot.
Which are extremely minimal.
Very small. You've seen how we live, so
it's unsustainable. So we have to make a change. So whilst we don't have a concrete plan, We know what we're doing currently is unsustainable,
Yeah.
and that's good enough for us to decide to change course, to change direction.
And this is a wonderful lesson for people. You've got to follow with how you're feeling and what's working, what's not working. Be realistic. Even if you don't have, as you said, a 100% concrete plan, if it's not working now, you've got to make some kind of change. And you'll figure it out along the way. This is actually what we've done several times over the last 7 years. And we made a video recently saying how, we did a recording of it, we weren't on social media back then, we learned so much, we experienced so much, and we never shared it with an audience. But now we can.
Life has presented us with the opportunity to do so once again.
Yeah, so we are really, really, really excited. There are going to be changes around here, which means making lists, cutting down possessions, selling things, and transitioning through to where we ultimately want to be. And we're going to take you guys along with us. So this is very exciting for us.
It is, it is. The rough plan at this stage is to continue as we are for the next 2 months, then head to the Thai Fruit Festival in Chiang Mai for a month. Really looking forward to that. And then we'll return to Australia, where we plan to go up north and work on an organic farm. To do some hard labour, to earn some good money in a short period of time.
Basically to make up for all the money that we've lost the last 12 months, so we just got to try and make a bit of that up.
So there's a particular farm we've got our eyes on, but we're unable to lock that away at this stage. It's too far out for them. So we have to hope that closer to the time that there will be some vacancies for us. That's the plan. And then
that's what we call a leap of faith. And this has happened several times before in the last 5 years, where we don't have 100% locked in guaranteed plans. You have to leap and the net will appear. Leap of faith. This is probably the #1 reason why the majority of people don't do this. They don't live this kind of lifestyle where there's so much uncertainty. They feel better doing the same thing day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year for their entire lives, because they have security. Even if they're bored shitless and miserable and really unhappy, they prefer to do this than take a leap of faith.
Exactly, but we need to remember that life begins at the edge of our comfort zones, and that is really, really true saying. Another one by transcendentalist Ralph Waldo Emerson, he said, "People wish to be settled. Only so far as they are unsettled is there any hope for them." So we've got to get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable.
Exactly.
After the organic farm?
We definitely realise that Australia is a grossly expensive country to live in. So we are thinking of actually moving back to Asia, to Southeast Asia, probably Thailand, because we did live there for 2.5 years. We're very comfortable. That to us is like second home, really.
Where the cost of living is a lot cheaper, and we'll be able to focus our time and energies, rather than being stuck in bumper traffic commuting to and from yoga classes, on various online projects that we have in mind.
Yeah, so it's loose and it may completely change direction. That's happened before to us. Jesus. So that's our news, guys. We've been really, really excited to share this with you. We've been sitting on it for a while because we weren't sure if we were going to do it, but we've let our landlord know that we are leaving, and we've sent a few resignation letters to some of our employers. So it's happening. Round it, brother. Off we go again, taking you guys with us. Leave your comments, questions, everything down below. What do you want to see from this journey? Where do you want us to take you? And share with us if you've ever taken a leap of faith. What has it been and how has it worked out? We'd be really interested to hear from you. That's it. We'll see you next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.